Hi, everybody, and welcome to Phandalin by Night. You may notice that we have a few quick layout changes. We're super excited for a new little mini chapter of this campaign and to see where this goes. So I want to go around and introduce everybody. But first, I wanted to give an update. It's been just 2 weeks since we've seen you last, because last week we didn't play because we were coming out of a 24-hour charity stream, and our charity is still open. You can still donate to us through the Extra Life charity platform, and we're currently sitting at $700. If we can hit our next big milestone, we will we still have giveaways to do and stuff. So donate to our Extra Life, and I'm still going to let the rules apply. If you donate to Extra Life, everything that the DMs were giving in the charity stream, I will grant to my players here. So Steve will have to put what those are in the chat so that we all remember. But just so that you know, actually, is it not Steve who's typing in right now? Sarah, you gave a look. Is it you that's typing in right now? The command for it.
Command for that. So
I don't remember.
I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
We'll figure it out. Mike, text your brother and figure it out. Let me go around, and I'm going to introduce my players at my most favoritist table for Sundays. And this is sorry, I didn't want to offend the people who I have to play with on Tuesday.
My favorite table on Sundays.
We are the favorite. I don't care about anything else. Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Let me go to my cleric for tonight's game, Mike.
Hi. Caught me in the middle of typing something. Hi, I'm Mike, he, him. I will be playing Sangane, he, him, who believes he's a cleric, but he doesn't know why.
He maybe will be figuring it out, or he'll die and be something else.
And then we'll just be starting again from scratch.
In our new layout, above Mike is Nikki.
Hi, everybody. Nikki, she, her. I'll be playing Denny, the tiefling bard, he, him. And I do know I'm a bard, so no questions there, don't worry.
And above Nikki is Sarah Prime.
Hello, my name is Sarah. I will be playing the half-orc barbarian Graja Rage Rock, she, her for the both of us, and, you know, ready to smash, just like normal. Innuendo intended.
Yeah. Next to Sarah, just to the right of Sarah is Najra.
Hey everyone, I'm Najra. I play Jared, your Fire Genasi avatarish monk, I guess. And let's survive today.
I'm sure that that's a thing that will happen. Beneath Najra is Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I play Whimsy, the tiefling warlock, who is slowly accepting his warlock status. Yeah, he's not emotionally prepared to lose anyone else, so no one die.
No one die. And new to our campaign, and the person who we're actually going to start with tonight. This is, if you've been watching the Vancouver by Night charity stream, you'll recognize Sean, who played with us in the Family Fun one-shot. He had so much fun, and I adore his daughter so much that I was just like, I need more of that family. So Sean's going to be joining us. Sean, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sean. As Sarah put it, I am Jazz's dad. I will be attempting to play a paladin tonight, I believe. Yeah, he is going to be a variant human, and we'll see where this goes.
Excellent. So let's jump right in. The rest of my group is fully involved in combat. The group had successfully tracked their way through the wilds out of Phandalin and come upon this little piece of the Tribor Trail, where a group of former Phandalin citizens are on the move eastward out of town. Graja and Jart went to see if they could find information about Glassstaff, this person who they're pursuing. So they went to go ask the crowd about that. Graja met the Dusk Lights, which is a half-orc family, a sister and her brothers. And the keen eyes of the party members who had stayed atop the overlook noticed a group of goblins and orcs about to ambush the camp. An ambush they did, taking citizens, dragging them off into the forest. And our group immediately jumps into the fray, being the heroes they are. And you can see there's a fog cloud cast, there's wolves, like it is full. What this group has yet to name itself, but whatever their experience is, this is a very, very good, like stereotypical piece of it. But Sean, let's start with 9. You have been tracking an orc tribe through the forest for days. Being a paladin, you have this thirst for not only that wrongdoers suffer for their pain, but this particular orc tribe has shifted in the way that they operate in the recent months. They used to be, marauders and murderers, kind of standard fare, but recently they've started snatching people and taking them alive. For what purpose, you're not sure, but the stories had reached your ear over time. And you came to this part of the Sword Coast to kind of figure out what was going on. You've been tracking this raiding group since they left Wyvern Tor, which is their encampment. And you watched the camp for a few days, just kind of trying to figure out the patterns of the guards and how many orcs there were and what were they doing with these people they were snatching. You saw frequently the only non-orc you had seen, or the only non-orc goblin, kind of the only human or humanoid you had seen come in and out of this camp, wore a deep crimson hooded cloak. And the morning after this person had left the camp on a visit, this group of orcs who you are now tracking also left camp. They headed quickly and decisively in a very specific way, and you decided to abandon your post watching the camp for a few days to go and track this group. You have been watching as they started to ambush this group of people who look to be not nomadic. They're not set up with like wagons that carry all their goods. They look like they're carrying what they own on themselves, which is unusual. And as you watch for a few moments, trying to see what unfolds, you see another group of people jump in and start trying to protect this. So Sean, for the first time, I'm going to get 9 to roll initiative. Let's get him on the map.
20.
9's first roll.
Ought to be a 9.
Oh,
That would be
no,
awesome.
it's 6.
A
Upside down
6?
now.
Yeah,
An upside down
6.
You'll fit in
That's
here just
okay.
fine.
A 6
Yeah,
for
it's-
9? Nice.
Hey, can't win
It's
them all, I
okay.
Six. That's okay.
guess.
You've been watching as this group jumps in, and nearest to you, so I'll just point out where you are. Sean, you have the Roll20 open?
I do, I believe.
Okay, you're at the very bottom. So if Sarah, I'm sorry, I'm going to pull focus on your map just to see if I can get it to kind of zoom a bit. I might pull focus a little bit more. I apologize. I'm just waiting for it to catch up on Twitch so that I can see
No
if
worries.
it worked. Yeah.
Should
Okay,
go
so
fine.
9 is down here. Sarah, if you want to zoom out like just a little bit, you might be able to see more of the map. So 9 is down in that corner. He's hidden himself in some bushes as best he can, being a full paladin with chunky armor, and he's not always the most stealthy person ever. But he's down there and he's watching. What is going through 9? Like, introduce us to this character. What is going through 9's brain as he's watching this unfold?
Well, I guess him seeing this, been watching the camp for so many days and then coming back and seeing this unfold like this, I guess in this moment he's kind of like just stuck for a second, like can't really, he's trying to comprehend what's happening. And I guess seeing that this might be an opportunity to try to release some of the townsfolk or whatever that might be in this camp, he would probably join in to assist.
Okay. Yeah, I love it. So Nine has been watching this, and Nine's goal ultimately is to figure out what is going on with this camp. Why are they taking these people?
Yes.
However, if there's a chance to kind of save some of them and also maybe kill some goblins and orcs so that there's less to take on when you get back to the camp, to their main camp, like this might be like a silver platter moment. So you prepare yourself. What kind of weapons? Describe Nine to us.
Okay, Nine, he like I said, he's a variant human. If you see him, he's gonna be in basically like full, like shiny steel, kind of outlined in gold. His helmet is actually gonna be gold, and it's gonna be covered with a cloak, so he's look kind of hooded. He carries a was it a moon touched longsword? So it actually kind of emits moonlight when he actually draws it. His shield is kind of the same. He carries a shield on his other arm. It's kind of the same kind of stainless steel with almost gold emblems of his deity that he follows. So yeah, you can kind of make out through the mask of his helmet that he is kind of medium complexion, but he kind of seems mysterious in his look.
Love it. Okay. So with that being said, Jart, you are, where even are you? Jart, you
The
are
left.
here. Yes. And you've got a goblin to your side. You've got an orc who's attacking Graja. Several dead bodies around you also, because you two have been taking care of business. You also hear the braying of wolves as they get ready to join into the fray on their favored enemy. What are you doing?
A bit frustrated because I've missed most of my attacks. I'm gonna try to hit the goblin, try to dispatch them.
Okay.
So first attack hits. Finally, it's a 24.
Absolutely hits.
He gets 7 points of damage.
Jart, being this amazing monk, you watch Nine as you can barely see through the blur of like they're in bushes, you're in bushes. It's not that you see as much as you're trained, like well-honed soldier ears hear like a fist hitting some kind of like meat and going straight through meat and straight through bone. And this goblin's head, not that you can see, Jart takes out this frustration. This goblin's head is concave at this point, as stuff starts like dribbling out the ears. It is dead. 7 points kills it in one hit.
Finally. Okay. I am going to move here then.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my last key point for Fury of Blows and try to use that luck to hit that.
Okay.
Orc.
And you get advantage on this because you are flanking with Graja on the other side.
Yeah, so first attack, it's a 22.
22 absolutely hits. Yeah.
It's 5. How much is my damage? Wait. 5. 5 points of damage.
5 points of
For
damage.
the first one.
Love it.
And natural 20 for the second one.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
So for the second one, it's 8 points of damage.
8 points. You come in and just like cold cock this thing from behind. We've joked about it before, Mike, on stream, like the Bertuzzi punch, just from behind. This guy goes flying forward into this axe that Graja is holding. Graja is a great axe, right? Kind of, you punch him from behind so hard that you push him forward, almost like mounting him onto Graja's axe. And Graja's going to have to like pull it back out before she gets another good swing.
The team.
Yeah, you guys are clicking on this one. We love to see it. Fantastic. Is that your whole turn, Jart?
Yes, that's my turn.
Graja, kind of out of nowhere, this red robed or this red clothed figure comes out, and you barely see the movement rather than you just feel the forceful impact as this orc embeds himself onto your great axe.
And I feel that Graja at that, I mean, I feel like she feels a certain prickling of guilt because of the orcs that like were, I feel like momentarily a few moments ago we were talking and I was sort of envying their familial relationship, and now here's one thrust upon my axe. Just another body for the pile.
Right.
All right. Is it mine now?
It is.
Oh, sweet.
And
okay,
for anybody
so...
watching in the chat while Sarah's figuring out what she's going to do, you can type !INIT and you get to roll initiative too.
Very true. Okay, so I mean, there's just this orc right in front of me.
Yep.
Still, so
he's the one who's like impaled on your axe.
Oh, he's okay. That is the one that's impaled, but not dead.
Not dead. No, he is like hissing. There's like black foam that like issues from around his mouth. His lung is very clearly like punctured, and he is just looking at you and hissing at you.
The violence makes me want to do even
he
more.
He
kind
of reminds you, his facial features kind of remind you of that like skeevy uncle who you stay away from at holiday parties.
Oh, I'd love to kill him then. So I actually am going to take one of the daggers that I very recently obtained, and we'll just go ahead and slice his little old throat open.
Get it.
Sweet. So violent. Okay, so dagger, I'm rolling to hit. Here we go.
And Denny, you're on deck.
That's a nat 20. For 27 total. Excuse me.
I think that hits. I'll have to check my notes, but maybe. That might do something.
I feel like probably. Oh, am I still in a rage? I think
I believe you are. Absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so damage. That is... Let me make sure there's not... Bludgeoning, piercing... Does that add the... Yeah, that does add the 2 in. Okay, so 9.
9 points of damage. He did not even barely have that much. You just go through and you just slice through cleanly, holding him with one hand, dragging your dagger across with the other hand. And then as he starts to like slide off, you kind of have to shake him off your great axe as he falls to the ground. And you just kind of look up, and you and Jart are face to face in this like beautiful moment of like, we're very good at this. We're very good at this.
Yeah, definitely a meaningful glance to Jart in that moment. But no words, just eyes.
Okay, is there anything... Sorry. is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Let's see. Because maybe some movement would be good. I think I'm going to go ahead and move. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move sort of closer to the road. So
give me a perception check while you do that.
Certainly. Wow. Nat 1. In the course of my turn, the entire spectrum of the D20.
You just
Wow.
get some blood in your eye.
You like glance meaningfully at Jart, and then you're like, we should do more of this. And that is the thought that fills your head as you go running across towards the road. Denny, what would you like to do?
Okay, so the goblin behind me, that's Droop, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Denny's up here. Denny's further
yes, right,
north.
not behind me, like in front of me there.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay.
Can you not see his name?
No, I can't.
Okay. I can't. Okay.
That's okay. I was pretty sure, but I just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna find a different character thing for him so that we don't attack him.
I don't want to hurt my boy.
No. You go ahead and say what you're gonna do while I look for different character.
Okay. So I'm going to attack this guy over here. Oh, that one's really big.
Sorry. That's gonna be Drew.
Here we go. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna attack this guy over here with my crossbow. Maybe if I can find it. Oh my gosh. So sorry, my computer is the worst.
And sorry, tell me again who you're attacking.
Sorry.
I was too busy with Drew.
Guy up here, on the right-hand side of the map, the guy closest to me, behind that rock.
That guy over there. Give me a perception check.
Oh, okay, for sure.
I should move those two orcs because they're not there.
This will load at some point. Okay, I'll just let that think about what it's doing. Roll some actual dice. This is gonna be 22.
Oh yeah, you easily see them. As you're kind of watching this fog start to like roll up over the top of the embankment, you hear a rustling off to your side. And as you look, there are two goblins sitting behind a rock, steadying their crossbows to aim down into where the people are. They don't see you.
Oh, good. I don't know how they don't. I'm wearing so much bling, but that's fine. Come on, computer. Oh my god, I need a new computer. All right, well, I'm going to try and hit that buddy. So that's, a natural 20. Perfect.
Sean, you are the good luck, apparently, because
Yeah.
You're
As
never
long
allowed
as
to.
everybody else rolls good, I'm good with it.
All right, and my damage. That's going to be, it's ×2 when it's natural 20, or when it's 20, right?
correct.
Super. So that's going to be 16 points of damage.
More than enough. You were shooting with a longbow, crossbow, shortbow. What were you shooting with?
Crossbow.
With your crossbow, you load this one bolt and you kind of steady yourself for a moment, just reminding yourself of how fabulous you are and how there is nothing that you cannot do because you are that level of amazing. And just as you pull the trigger and you hear the crossbow take off you hear the bolts take out of the crossbow, the other goblin kind of like looks over and sees you and starts to move his head back. And what you end up doing is piercing through his temple and into the other goblin. The one is dead. The other one also sustains damage, I think, because you have done more than what is needed to kill both of them. So one of them for sure is dead. The other one's taken some heavy damage. Would you like to do you have a bonus action you would like to do?
do I? What can I do? Bonus. No, there's nothing really I can do right now.
Okay.
I've only got one more inspiration slot left, so I think I'll save it.
Okay. Then it is the orc's turn. Graja, as you go running out, you do see an orc dragging a villager into the bush, and he's got this kind of older looking man, gray hair, frail looking. He's grabbed him by his like top knot, and he's dragging him roughly. And as he is, his back is to you, but he is shouting something into the bush, and you hear like, and you see two orcs come running at you.
Crap.
And they can use their action to get up to you, but they can't do anything. And they're just going to kind of like try to surround you as this orc takes this guy further into the bush. That's too far. About there. Let's see who's still alive. This goblin is going to take a shot at the wolves. Does a 22 hit the wolves?
Yes.
I thought so.
I feel like you know that's a yes.
22 hits anything here.
You'd have said no, I've been rethinking my life.
The little like runt wolf of the pack takes 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
We're gonna have to give them names or something. We're gonna have to find some way to designate.
This one's name is Skippy.
Skippy. Done. Are there any other? No, I think they're
Do we name the
dead.
bathrooms and rascals?
And this one that took
spice rules, if anything,
is going to turn and try to shoot at Denny with a short bow.
Rude.
Probably doesn't hit. A 9 doesn't hit you, right, Denny? I hate the roll 20 DM dice. I hate them. I'm switching back to my other dice. Okay. 9. You watch as 2 orcs go like just full sprint in front of you, going to attack what looks like from your vantage point, another orc, which is not necessarily unusual. The orc that you see them attacking, though, is dressed not in kind of the southern tribal furs that you're used to seeing around here. This person is dressed. First off, it's a female. They're dressed in a little bit warmer, like colder weather clothing. So like warmer clothing with more fur. Graja, how would you describe Graja to somebody looking at her?
I would describe Graja. She's, I believe, like 6'4". She's quite muscular, but definitely some meat, some fat on her bones, and then the pointed ears, the kind of green complexion and tusks, the kind of medium length, wild curly brown hair. And a fur vest, and then some very simple dark brown traveling clothes, and boots. And then obviously the huge great axe, some hand axes and daggers.
and importantly, like the persona of this person is that they are vibrating with anger as these
Definitely.
2 orcs come to intercept her.
So would Nine, with his background, would he be like kind of like, hey, this person might know how to fight?
Definitely.
I'm
Nine,
also covered in
nine
mud.
above all else is absolutely a survivor and would know how to size up other fighters very quickly. Like if there is somebody who would be a good tavern brawler or sword fighter or soldier, Nine's background makes it absolutely critical that Nine knows how to size them up, see where they're going to be weak, find out where they're going to be an ally. Like absolutely, Nine will recognize this is a person who knows what they're doing.
Well, seeing that, I think the way Nine is, he'd probably go after the orc pulling the elderly man.
Okay. So Nine steps out of the bushes, clangs maybe out of the bushes, and goes up to the orc. Go ahead and roll. You're pulling out your
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out
moon-touched.
my moon touch sword and
Yeah.
let's see.
This even in kind of the, not that it's dark in these bushes, but for anybody who is looking that-ish way, you do see kind of this pale blue light that suddenly erupts under the kind of shade of these bushes as this gold and cloaked figure goes like full body running at this orc.
Let's see. Please. Oh, that's bad. It's only a 9. Dang. 9.
You, as you go to step forward and swing, the orc just instinctually kind of knocks, has like a small wooden bracer on his arm and knocks back your sword, but he does let go of the person's hair and he turns around to present himself to you and face you. He says something. What languages do you speak? 9?
I only speak common and abyssal.
He says something to you that, again, like you don't have to speak goblin or orc or giant or anything like this to understand that what this guy is saying. He is goading you. He is like that drunk guy at the bar who's getting up in your face and trying to get you to swing first. He is saying something probably not nice about your mom to in whatever language he's speaking. Do you have, I'm just going to go look. Give me a second.
On your actions, do you have something that says 2-weapon fighting?
Yes, I do. I was going to ask that, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can attack again.
Actually, hang on. No, that would. Let me. I guess let me do the bonus action, and I'm just gonna smack him with the edge of my shield.
Okay.
Would that be open hand attack? I guess.
Yeah, like an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
On the actions page. Yeah.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Let me take
Yeah, that
4 points of bludgeoning.
that absolutely hits.
And we all hear the bong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just like Captain America, like slam him in the neck.
Yeah.
Everybody's so
And
happy.
how much damage was that?
That was it does for bludgeoning.
4 bludgeoning. Yeah, no, you ring his bell. You clock him real good. It's a beautiful sound. Denny vaguely is like, is it tea time? And you see Whimsy kind of like at the same time is like, is there gonna be like finger sandwiches? Like they've got this very, yeah, high tea is coming after this for sure.
Yeah.
Sangane and then Whimsy on deck.
I'm trying to remember what was going on in the fog. Is there any way
I think you were trying, like, I'll move it so that you can see. I think you were trying to protect.
Yeah, I was just putting cover up for everybody in the morass there.
Right.
But it looks, or just by basic count, I think most of them were killed. Would I have seen the goblin over here in the corner that was shooting at the wolves? Or is that too much of a weird angle?
It is a weird angle, that's for sure.
I do actually
give me a perception check. Let's see if you can kind of guess. Let's see if you notice where the arrow is and then guess where that arrow came from. I'll let you roll for it.
No. I rolled a 7.
Yeah, it was a very difficult thing to begin with. So 7 probably isn't it.
I'm kind of wondering if I should just drop the cloud.
Over top of the cloud, you do see Graja beset by 2 orcs.
Oh, well, what's the range on that? All right, what's the worst that can happen here, right? 60 feet.
No, boy.
Yeah.
What's the range on a hand crossbow?
We've brought 9 in because the cleric killed the half orc.
Sorry, where's my hand crossbow?
I think it's 120, the maximum.
No, I need the short number. Crossbow light. Hand crossbow. Oh, 30, 120. Ah, crap. What can I do? At range.
Where you're here on the top?
Yeah, up at the top. So he can see down and see several things that are going on there.
They are 60 feet away.
The also just below you, you do hear with a 7 perception that the horses are going wild and trying to break their break their reins to get out of there. I'm just telling you.
No.
I'm trying to give you some options here.
That's a good point. Can I slide down this embankment and not like kill myself?
That's entirely up to your dice. I don't know why you're asking me.
Well, I have more hit points now, so it's less likely. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna drop the cloud.
Okay.
I'll cease concentration on the cloud.
Okay.
How far can I get with the 30 feet of movement? Can I get within 30 feet of either one of the orcs down below?
Going down the thing, I'm going to say takes about 10 feet of movement. So however much movement you have after that.
Crap.
You would be closer to this guy, I think.
What you doing, Sangane?
Nothing that actually has any decent range on it. Yeah, for now, I guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to come down.
Give me an athletics check.
You would ask me for athletics. Actually, athletics isn't bad.
Look, I've learned
unless I roll a 2
from this DM that I play with.
So 7.
Who is just punitively mean when it comes to the cleric making athletics checks. So
what an asshole. I mean, my God.
2
balance.
This guy. No, I rolled a 7.
You go in 7. Okay, so you go slide down. And what you thought was like from where you were, the embankment looked a little bit more slidey, and then it just drops. And there wasn't really a way for you to know that. You do fall and take 1 point of damage.
Excellent.
Of sudden stop damage. Your sudden presence there freaks the horses out more, and they make another really good pull against their reins. Those are good rolls, and they bolt.
Uh-oh.
Damn it. Okay. Crap. And there's no way I can catch them. Not at that range. Shit. Okay.
You do still have action. You do still have a bit of movement.
Okay. So I got to continue to move down. What have I got left?
About 15, 20 feet, something like that.
15 to take me to here.
Okay.
If I have 20 feet, I can actually reach that guy.
Okay.
So if you're letting me move to 20.
Yep.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Then I will do what I was going to do. Excellent.
Hey.
So if I can use a free action and basically yell, somebody get the horses, and I'm going to witch bolt the guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So that is a, what's my bonus here? It's a +5. They don't have it on me. Oh, really? This dice hate me. 13.
Dice jail. 13.
Can't jail the D&D Beyond dice.
Switch dice. You can switch dice. They have other dice. 13 is the AC of the creature.
Nice.
Yay.
Hey.
So that does one of these for 9 points of lightning damage. And it, I guess, kind of sort of tethers him to me. Basically, I can do that automatically next round by just spending an action.
It does. So as you stretch forward your hands, preparing this witch bolt, you hear vaguely in the back recesses of your mind, a flapping of leathery, large wings and a deep, throaty breath of like good. This is good.
I don't want
a very happy. Yeah.
Okay.
Whimsy.
Now I don't want to do it.
Too late. It's done. Whimsy and then Jart.
I'm regretting my life choices.
Whimsy doesn't want to leave Droop alone up here.
Okay.
So he's going to stick up top. But he's going to shoot that guy with an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy
He
up.
sort of glances around first.
Make sure I have it.
Nervous.
Covers up Droop's eyes.
Denny's there. He sort of glances at Droop, shrugs, and fires it off.
Okay.
We'll see if he can actually hit something today.
Denny, give me a perception check.
Just sparkly mauve shooting out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 6 for me, dog. So
Nice.
Denny, can you even believe that crossbow bolt went right through that dude's face?
that was amazing. I am like
It was
legitimately
so amazing.
I'm like looking at like the scene below me. Like, did anyone see that? Please, someone tell me that they saw that. Did you guys see that? Please.
I saw it. Yeah, I get the horses.
Thanks. I'm on it.
So 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Yes. and damage.
Fuck him
Yeah,
up.
15 totally hits as you stretch your finger forward unknowingly, but like almost at the exact same moment that Sangane is hearing like this good job. You also hear a very familiar kind of Brian Blessed voice just over the back of your shoulder. Just, oh my boy, you make me so proud. And like a good little tussling of the hair.
Wow.
Very different experiences with the people who are saying those things. And also parallels.
So 5 damage.
5 damage, nothing to sneeze at. Graja, as you as these 2 orcs move in to intercept you, they both kind of have this moment of like you know those like 5K fun runs where they throw powder at you, and then like when the powder hits you, it just kind of explodes into color. That happens very instantly with like a really beautiful robin's egg blue, and then like this really gorgeous mauve, just and all of a sudden you're like in a Diwali festival. Like it is just, there is beautiful color all around you. Jart.
Okay.
All right. I think Jart's gonna run this way.
Okay.
And it's gonna say, Graja, this is gonna be a little bit warm. And it's gonna throw like a back kick to these 2 guys, and they need to save Dex 13.
To both of them?
Yeah, so it's a cone, it's burning hand. So I'm gonna
okay.
align it in a way that doesn't hit Graja, but the 2 guys in a straight line.
I'm with you. And it's a Dex 13.
Dex 13, yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Dex. All right, one of them saves, the other one very much does not.
Okay, so the it's 8 points of damage. The one that saved gets half. It's 8 to 1, 4 to the other.
The one that's like right in front of you, he sees you kind of running and preparing, and he's able to like steady himself, but the one behind him doesn't see it coming because the first one is blocking him, and he just takes the full brunt of damage.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn. Oh no, sorry. I'm gonna move my 5 feet of movement here to give Graja advantage.
Love to see it. Graja, it is like, in many ways now, it is a beautiful Diwali. It's also now warm, which is fantastic. And you are just, living your best goblin half orc, or like you're living your best half orc life, killing goblins and orcs.
Yeah. So is there any kind of penalty because I've been poofed with this?
No, it was magic. It was them.
Oh, it was magic
that exploded.
Okay.
It wasn't you. And this is maybe a little bit alarming. Like Raja hasn't really seen a lot of magical damage up close like this before. There might, like, who knows really? Like the true orc side of your family have always been like weird. So maybe this is like how they do. You're not totally sure. But yeah.
Yeah, y'all should meet my mom. Woo! What a trip. So I think that any confusion that Graja would feel about that is sort of completely overridden by the rage that she's.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure that's gonna like come back to her once combat is over. So okay. Let's see. So I got these 2 guys. So I think I'm going to hit this one here.
Okay.
And I think she's just thinking my great axe is like thirsty for blood and like is just gonna go after with the great axe again. And I think it's gonna be, I would love to, let's see, does that even work with physics? I'd love to almost like start low and like almost like a dig with the axe like that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I shall roll. Let's go. 22.
You do this thing that like I don't know on TikTok if you follow Michelle Smith, she's the lightsaber lady. You do this movement where you kind of like swing it up over your head, bring it under, and pull and like yanking the handle of it as hard towards yourself as you can, giving it that leverage to come up underneath. Digging deep into this dude's like thigh and groin. He is not going to be passing on his lineage, even if he
There's
escapes
a
from
artery
this fight.
there too. People forget. So we'll do some damage. That's 13.
Ooh,
You slice up. You get up about as far as his belly button before like it catches, and he just looks at you for a moment and looks down, and then you feel the full weight of him fall as like he just bleeds out all over the forest floor.
I mean, splendid. That's all I can say. I don't really have much in the way of a bonus type of action stuff, so let me see just for movement. No, I think I'm gonna stay where I am, so I think that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. Lovely. Denny.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fire another crossbow bolt at that guy. I'm still very impressed with myself about having shot him through that other dude, so here's hoping my luck doesn't change too much. Nice. Okay. That's gonna be an unnatural 20, a dirty 20.
Yep.
And 4 damage.
4 damage. I have to move him so that I can. He doesn't move on your turn. I just have to move him because the buttons are higher than my map goes. Yeah, you strike him easily, spinning him backwards as you like embed another crossbow bolt in his shoulder. It's not you. I mean, of course you want to see him dead. He's a bad guy, but you're so good at this and nobody else is paying attention. Like somebody needs to see what you're doing, even if it's him. Denny needs an audience, right? So yeah, absolutely. And what
Appreciate me.
is there anything else you'd like to do?
And that's it for this area. Like I don't see anybody else around there, right?
Right.
Okay. I think in that case, I'm going to wander back over to Whimsy and Droop, just to check on them and make sure that they're okay.
Okay. We love it. As you come up, Droop like wraps his arms around you and he's like, you did so good. I saw that. You killed the one guy and then the other guy, like he's going to die really soon, I'm sure.
Thanks, buddy. That's really nice of you to say. It was really cool, wasn't it? Thank you so much.
All right, let's see. Orc turn. This orc is going to use a free action to spit at 9 and then attack. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's not nice. And he's not wearing a mask. It's not.
Hey, I got one for that's fine.
Does a 13 hit 9?
Nope.
No, not. What is 9's AC? Just so that everybody knows.
19.
9's AC is 19.
Damn.
That's hard to hit at this level.
Yeah, that for a 3rd level character, I can't even like at level 6 or 12. I don't even know what kind of monsters I'd be using to have to try and beat what is eventually going to be a like 25 to 30 AC.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, this orc is going to attack Graja. I'm not rolling with the stupid roll 20 dice. 18 to hit Graja.
That'll do it.
5 points of slashing damage. Okay, I'm getting out the.
Okay.
And
So resistance means half?
Yeah.
resistance means half. That's right.
Okay.
Who is looking? Sangana, give me a perception check.
Okay. Wait. Woo! 19.
You see from where you are, standing just kind of around this rock. Remember, there was like this, almost like an arch at piled rocks on top of each other. You see this half orc family that had been in Phandalin, and you see from where you're standing, you hear like a grunt, and you see one of the brothers fall to the ground, clutching his side. Whimsy, does a 13 hit the wolves?
13 does. Do the wolves get a turn?
On your turn.
Oh, because they didn't go on my turn.
I'm sorry. What would the wolves do? Let's do that first.
They would attack the goblin that was shooting at them.
Great.
That's what
They
were over there for.
absolutely do that.
Well, he's done.
Yeah.
Ripped apart by wolves. Wow, what
By
a way to go.
wolves.
Dang.
That's about as dead.
We had set this up before the Wheel of Time episode. I don't want anybody coming at me. This was already in motion. We've had these wolves since the
We did it
beginning
before.
of
It was
summer.
cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, so 13 is the wolves' AC, but they're going to attack.
And the horses also take off further.
Nice.
This is starting to get stressful.
We stay at a stress level of 10. Like, it never abates for this crew, dude.
Look, you guys had the option to just join the Red Brands and stay and make a home for yourselves.
I still have a red
way.
cloak somewhere.
See?
I have a red cloak already.
Is anybody wearing their red cloaks right now?
Whimsy's
Or did you guys all
definitely
take them
have-
off?
I can go and get my actual red cloak if that would help. Because I definitely
I
have
think
one.
I was as well. I'm
I
not-
don't
After-
think
No,
Raja
they've
does.
rested since then. I think Whimsy would have taken his off.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
because
we
you guys
all-
had the night sleep in Harbin Wester's house, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
actually,
so-
no. I'm
Changed.
sorry. I'm not wearing mine. I took it off so I could wear my beaver fur coat instead. So I have that on. My apologies.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, excellent. CanCon. Okay, so
4d20 for the wolves to hit. We'll
yeah.
see them get their bite on.
Look at them, boys.
Get them. Get them.
And these wolves also get something called pack tactics, so they get like
Yeah.
advantage on their rolls.
On everything, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a 12, a 10, a 22, and an 18.
With
Two of those
advantage?
hit.
Goblins have like 7 hit points.
Yeah.
This guy is.
They
toast.
just, I mean, for the sake of narrative, they absolutely rip this little goblin to shreds. Like, oh yeah, like it is, like when you take a chunk of meat out of the crock pot and you can just like with 2 forks pull it apart. That is what is happening here.
Fork tender,
this-
baby.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
it's-
this goblin is no longer.
Next goblin.
Absolutely. 9. and Sangane on deck.
Alrighty.
I remember to do the wolves on my turn next time.
Let's see. I'm just gonna try to attack him again.
Okay.
Come on. It's 12.
12 does not hit, but just barely misses. As you kind of drive him backwards, you're not able to fully like pierce his I don't know. I know you've been trying to catch up on our episodes. I don't know where you are, but orcs in this part of our world have, I don't know, one of the orcs decided what they really wanted to do is become a fashion designer. And they have like really quality, like Gucci leather designer bucklers and stuff. And this is one of those orcs. He is very fashionable. And you end up your sword glances off of his like leather shoulder piece, but you do drive him backwards a little bit further away from the old man that he was carrying.
Guess I'm do bonus action again and try to cap smack him again.
Go for it.
All right. Yeah. Let's see.
I like that cap smack.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang, missed that too. 7.
Dang.
You know, the life of a paladin isn't always easy, and as you go to strike forward with your shield, there is that kind of that voice of Lathander in the back of your mind as he just cautions you to be aware that you are engaging in risky combat very near an innocent. And as you hear that gentle, like loving voice that you never had growing up, this deity who you have connected with because it fills all of those holes from who you were as a child, you take a second, take a deep breath, and decide to just drive this guy back a little bit further and really get clear of this innocent. Paladins are very strict to their code. You are not going to put this guy into danger, even if it means killing this guy. Okay, Sangane.
Did Denny go? I'm not Denny. Whimsy.
Whimsy's after you.
Really?
Whimsy's a 5. You're a 6.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. Whimsy's kind of a 6.5.
I can-
maybe depending.
I can let Whimsy go first
11, thank you very
if you
much.
need more time.
I was about to say, Whimsy is 10 out of 10.
I mean, yeah. A couple of drinks. Anybody? Okay, no. All right.
Such an ass.
I'm going to continue my concentration spell on the orc between my teammates.
Okay.
So he's going to eat. Wrong page. There. That one. Roll. Another 11 points of lightning damage.
As you hear this flapping of wings pretty continuously, at first they were far away in your mind, and they are getting closer. And you just feel this, what I imagine is like a teenage boy going through puberty, that intense like burst of like testosterone anger when they're not
Nice.
really expecting it. This rage just washes over your body. You turn like this vibrant, deep blue, almost purple, from the blood just rushing through you. And what you expect to be a standard spell is magnified. And this guy like explodes in crackling electric energy.
Jesus. It's a first level spell, guys. I'm sorry.
Jart and Graja, can I get you to make dexterity saving throws?
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I'm sorry in advance for something I
It's
had no idea I'm
okay.
doing.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I will not
Six.
forgive
Will
you,
be
even though it's not me you're
fine.
affecting.
13?
And that's why you're a 10, Denny.
It's a 20, dirty 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys feel this charged, like it's a good thing neither of you are wearing like heavy metal armor, You feel this charge in the air, like, you know, right before like a big thunderstorm, there's just the feeling in the air. You can feel it like on the hairs on your arm and stuff. You feel this intense electrical charge through the air. And you both just instinctually take a step back as this dude just
Flash fry.
explodes. Yeah. In as like a lightning bolt burns from the inside out, microwave style. And this dude just explodes open, this jagged scar running down the front of him.
From the top of the hill, Danny's gonna be shout, "Gross, but good job, but also super gross."
So, Zangane, he's basically sort of a little freaked out by this voice, by the flapping, the leather of the wings, but he's sort of getting that sort of pumped into. He's in the moment. He's basically relishing that lightning coming from his hand and sort of reaching into that elemental depths of wherever it's coming from. Looks over the corner of his eye, sees the half orc that's down.
Mm-hmm.
And with a bonus action, kind of reaches out, looks at the corner of his eye, reaches out to the one direction, sort of channels almost some of that instinctive, that magic lightning-ish power, reaches out to him and healing words him.
Okay. Sarah, something happened to the map on OBS.
I think I fixed it.
Okay. No, that's okay. Healing words him. Absolutely. How much does your healing word soothe his grievous injury?
Oh, I rolled that too. Okay, sorry. That's just a 1d4. My mistake. 5 points.
5 points. That's fantastic for a level 0 townsperson. Like, that's very good. We love to see that. Okay. And
that's me.
Okay. Whimsy and the wolves.
The wolves will probably start sniffing out where another live orc and or goblin is. I just see the one that's fighting 9 left. So they'll start hunting their next target, wherever that may be.
For the wolves, as they kind of look, there is an orc who is attacking the like half orc family that Graja had been talking to.
Go get them, boys.
Okay.
And Whimsy's gonna shoot for the same one. I thought that one was dead. So, so yeah, wolves are gonna run over there and start hamstringing them, and Whimsy's gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
So, again,
He's not dead? Shit.
That's what I thought.
No, this one, nobody's taken any hits on yet.
So
he should just die just because you guys are just so impressive. Otherwise, he just is intimidated to death.
I have that effect.
That's an option.
Rajal probably looks pretty scary right now.
To be fair.
I just healed the villager like right in
And
front.
his friend just exploded.
That'll hit.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And we'll see if I can do better for damage, but anything Whimsy doesn't do, I'm pretty sure the wolves will finish off. Max damage. 13 damage.
Oh.
Yeah. You Eldritch Blast him, which kind of forces him down a little bit, and the wolves just pile over top of him, like that scene from Beauty and the Beast, and just like tear into him. And he goes down shrieking and screaming. Graja, how out of it is Graja right now? Like, how much orc would she understand right now?
I mean, I would argue that in the raging state that her orcish is probably those synapses
It's the
are
stronger
picking it up.
part.
Yeah, that's what I would be thinking.
Love it. I'm not trying to catch you up in a trap. I'm asking you to tell me.
Yeah.
I love
that's
it.
what I would say. Yeah.
Absolutely. You hear as this orc is like proclaiming curses on this ground and the people and you guys, you hear a couple of keywords. They will avenge us. Grumsh will defeat you all in the end.
Very good.
Yeah, 100%. And also, your corpses all belong to Coast anyway.
To Coast. Okay. And I mean, obviously, Groomsh would probably stoke the rage to new levels hearing that right now, but nothing else kind of rings familiar in terms of a connection, or especially Coast. That's kind of sticking out to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's. I mean, you can roll a history check.
Hey.
It's going to be nigh impossible. Like, it's a natural 20 for you to know what this is.
You know what? I'll just try.
Good.
Try.
14. Oh well. No worries.
What does strike you is that this word in Orcish isn't the word for like by the beach. It's not the word for the coast. This is a name. And it's like the dialect or the way, the unfamiliar way that this word is formed in his mouth is that this isn't an Orcish word that he's saying. This is a common word that his Orcish mouth is trying to pronounce properly.
Okay, that's helpful. Thank you.
Okay. I'll give you that for a 14.
Cool.
Lovely. There is still a dude alive. Jart, you hear like a bink, clink, bink, bonk, clink, like armor and weapons behind you.
Okay.
You turn around, you see an old man kind of fetal position on the ground and calling for help. A dark hooded cloaked figure attacking an orc.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yep.
So I'm gonna
Except for when it's also an enemy, but that's okay.
Like for now, he's a friend.
Sure.
Until
Sure.
proven otherwise.
This is how we got the wolves.
Yeah.
True.
So I'm gonna use my 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
Run all the way there. I'm gonna just give it a good old punch.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't hit. It's like an 8. So I'm gonna try with my bonus action again to hit him, which is a natural 20.
Hey. The first time you go to swing to hit, what you thought was just this hooded cloaked figure, as you come around and like flank around, you catch this beautiful gleaming deep gold, like bronzy warm gold, and for a second you're like, when did Denny get swole and glitzy? Like there's this moment of like, when did this happen? And then you realize it's somebody different, but definitely giving off that very like there is some beauty here to this.
So I'll throw a punch, miss, and then throw a back kick, and the back kick does 9 points of damage.
9 points.
Damn.
Nice.
Jeez.
It's a nat 20. I don't think
Man,
the hard
Shari and
Wow.
Raja are just like, we're just
Love
like,
to see it.
blam,
Russian
Spins his
blam.
head around. Wow.
Brat.
Graja, you faintly hear the very light footsteps of Jart go running. And you turn in time to just see her back kick this dude like acrobatic Spider-Man style. Oh yeah, it's ugly. He's
My
gonna feel
warrior's
that.
heart is swelling.
Yeah, and it's Graja's turn.
Like 5 backflips on the way there, though.
That's right.
Right.
Like those
okay.
dudes who do like the tumble pass where it's like 15 flips. Yeah, absolutely.
Like a Chinese
Unnecessary
fighting
backflips, just there.
movie.
Okay. Oh man, I don't think I can make it over there. No. I can't. I don't have enough movement.
You can
What
throw your
is-
dagger.
That far?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. I'm tempted to try to heal that guy, the orc that had fallen to the ground.
Would in Graja's rage,
guess in the
especially
rage
now just
now.
hearing this stuff with
No.
Grumsh.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't be going to that person's aid. She'd be going to where the punching and kicking and stabbing is. So
Next to on your character sheet page, Sarah.
yeah.
Next to your dagger and your hand axes and your javelin, there's before like the +7, there's a series of numbers. It's your range numbers. So the first one is
Okay.
like 20, and then in parentheses it says another number. That is the max distance that you can throw, and anything between those two. So like between 20 and 60, if it's 25 to 60 feet away, you roll at disadvantage, but you still reasonably could throw it that far.
Okay, I did forget that. So thank you. But the javelin has a decent range that I have.
It does. It
So
does.
I think then what I will do is I'm going to take the my movement. Can I move through the dead guy? Or do I have to go
Right
up
on
and
top of
around?
him.
Yeah, no, you just kind
It's
of
Well, okay.
You just kind of step over him.
4, 5. So I'm gonna go here, so I have a clear shot.
sure.
Right towards Duder. So yeah, I am going to just all of the religious trauma
Yeah.
channeled into my javelin throwing at this remaining opponent. And is that still the same to hit? Just regular roll?
Right.
Yep.
Okay. 17?
Yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah. That's 8 piercing.
Behind this guy, there is like it's not trees that are back there. It's like these big bushes. But you manage to, with your javelin, throw it so hard that it stakes him through the gut into this rather chunky looking bush center piece. I don't know what that's called. And you just like stake him to this thing. And
Is
for a
this crossover
moment,
episode?
the battlefield falls quiet. There is a faint sound of like the old man grunting and like he's very bruised trying to get up. The horses are still running. They're gone.
Oh god.
The people slowly start to like take a look around. There is Sangane can probably hear it the most clearly. The wolves are still hungrily devouring away at this dude. They have not been released. And like true, like German Shepherd, Belgian police dogs, they are just going at it until they hear their signal. And the other sound that you guys hear is this very faint goblin yelling, "Good job, guys! You totally like killed them all. That was so awesome. That was really cool."
Archer.
Just gonna pet Droop on the head and look down at the carnage
Yeah.
on the ground. Is everybody
Carnage.
okay down there?
Everybody look upon the carnage I have wrought.
I think Graj is taking just a moment in the silence as described by the DM, and she's dropping her rage state, and I think is experiencing a pretty hard like adrenaline crash, is starting to really just like feel very tired, and she's kind of just like sees the guy staked over there, just presumably covered in blood and viscera, like is normal at this point, and it's just kind of like heaving in her breath, just like where is 9 right now?
Right, right here.
Right there.
And while everybody's trying to take their breath, 9's going over to that guy, and the one that's hurt that was getting dragged by the orc. And he's, if he can, he's gonna try to cast lay on hands.
Yeah. You reach down, and is there something that you say, or do you have something in mind that 9 would say?
Well, 9, what he'll do, he has a clasp on his cloak in the hood. He's gonna grab it, and he's for a slight second you see kind of like a whitish glow come out of his helmet, and he's gonna just lay his hand on his chest, and he starts speaking kind of very quickly, and it's like a mixture of common and abyssal, and it almost sounds like mumbling, but all of a sudden after he stops mumbling, you see his hand kind of light up, and then it dissipates.
And this warmth fills this old man's body, and you've restored to him not only like a pretty quick like morphine shot to get him through, the pain of these bruises. You've restored to him a little bit of vitality as well, and he stands up, and noticing the symbol on your cloak, and emblazoned at several places on your armor, he just bows his head and he says, "The light of Lathander stay with you. Thank you so much for helping me." And he turns to go kind of hobble off to go find, he's traveling with his daughter-in-law, and they're getting ready to, you see that the people, the townspeople you all see are pretty freaked out by what has happened here. They were not expecting it. They have had to flee their homes and their businesses, and now they've been ambushed on this road, and they wish very desperately to find the safety of the town that they're going to as quickly as they can.
George's gonna get near 9. She's gonna tell him like, "Hey, good job. Wanna join us by the fire?"
And I guess 9's gonna look at him for a second, not really saying anything. It's like, "I will."
And George's gonna start walking back to the group with 9.
Graja wants to approach the half-orc family once she sees that Jart is talking to this new figure, because I think that's where Graja's mind would have gone immediately. Once she sees them talking, she's heard Denny and his exclamations, and Nose Droop is over there and sees everybody sort of okay. So knowing that, she's gonna go to the half orcs and check their condition and just sort of like go up as fast as he can, just be like, are you guys okay?
You see one of the brothers kind of like one of the brothers is laying on his back with his hands still kind of clutching his stomach. One of the other brothers is kneeled down, leaning over him, just kind of making sure that he's okay, trying to peel back the clothing to see how bad the wound is, even though there's already been some healing. The third brother, it's three brothers and a sister. The third brother is trying to grasp and grapple the sister, who is just kicking the living shit out of this dead orc that's on the ground. She is just full on, like, maybe rage is just a female thing in half orc society, but she is not having it. And her boots are covered in like green ichor and viscera and blood, and he is a good foot taller than her and having a hard time like holding her back from the rage state that she is in.
And Graj is observing the scene, definitely like concerned, but she understands, I think, the woman's rage and would not think to interfere in that. But I wonder, could Graja approach with the healing kit that I have toward the brother? You said some healing had been applied, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, Sangane had done a healing word. Give me a medicine check.
Okay. Oh my god, nat 1.
Oh boy.
You lean down and you pull out this medicine kit, and your blood is still racing. And just being in the vicinity of this other woman as she has worked herself up into a rage, it's you are fighting everything you can to like not go back into that yourself. It's very, it's a very, especially now being around other half orcs who you feel some kind of connection to. There is that sense of protection and sense of community that you hadn't totally realized how much you missed having that, even if it was very estranged in your home community to begin with. There is there is a bit of homesickness. And so you reach down and the brother just kind of grabs your hand that's like trembling and shaking, vibrating with energy. And he just says, I'll take the pack. Thank you. He'll be okay.
Okay. And she'll hand it over. And then I think, the homesickness, the contagious rage, all of those feelings, I think she just doesn't really know what to do, especially because like we don't really know each other. So I think she kind of backs away from them to let them sort of deal with that. And she's going to start heading up to where Denny and Whimsy and Droop are, like to sort of go up the road to see them there on the overlook thing.
First off, the Contagious Rage is the most metal name for a band ever.
Contagious Rage.
Absolutely. With a sound that I'm not even going to attempt to make from my throat is absolutely how their lead singer would sound all the time. Sangane, you watch as Graja kind of shakingly moves past you to head up towards the others. What are you doing?
Actually, I should probably check on him myself. Yeah. I'm gonna sort of move up a few paces behind, sort of thing. And as Graja hands off the kit and sort of awkwardly, sort of thing, put my hand on her shoulder.
Mhm.
You did good. Step up and basically sort of kneel down as well, assuming I'm not any sort of rage zone. Look at the brother who's got the kit. May I?
He nods and hands it to you, grabbing his brother's hands and clasping them tightly.
I won't need that. And I sort of rub my hands together, and you can almost see a tiny, like almost like the static charge between, and just put my hands on him and do a cure wounds.
And the wound heals up, and it's going to leave. There is a certain part of you that, after traveling with Graja for the few days that you have traveled with her, understands the aesthetic that having a really awesome scar might be. And so while your skill in some way could eliminate a scar in most people, you decide to just kind of hold off right at the tail end and leave this very nice looking gnarly scar for this dude to be able to have.
A nice narrative for the one that I rolled.
the kind of trying to be respectful of how amazing orc culture is on Phandalin by Night. We love the orcs, half orcs. We love orcs too. And okay, what Whimsy and Denny, what are you two up to?
I think Denny is gonna try and get down to see everybody else, see how everybody's doing, if he can help at all with anyone. He's gonna try and meander down this cliff face.
Sure. Whimsy?
Whimsy's just gonna sit down because now he realizes that cat's out of the bag. At least a couple of them have seen him do magic now. And one way or another, he probably can't avoid talking about the Feywild incident either. So he just has a sit on the edge of the cliff
like somebody sitting on a dock with their legs just kind of dangling in the water. Whimsy just kind of sits down, and pretty soon you see these two little teeny green legs come and hang over the edge with you. And Droop just kind of cuddles into your side as you guys watch over the battlefield, and as the people try to, figure out what they're doing.
Whimsy will also just give a quiet call to the wolves to tell them.
Okay.
Good job, guys.
They're also still raging on that same guy as the half-orc lady is.
Yeah.
I believe.
And so the wolves come over and step away, finding themselves a little clearing where they can kind of clean themselves up and have a nice stretch out, kind of pile on top of each other, definitely have a very nice nap. And it is not terribly late in the day, but it is late enough that packing everything up, moving, they're definitely not going to get to wherever it is they're going this evening. And they're just kind of milling about, unsure. Several of the townspeople are like, we should go. They know that we're here. We have to get out of here. We just somewhere else would be better. And one of the townspeople points out that the horses are gone, and the one cart that they have now can't be taken. And so they're going to have to carry that stuff. Several of the townspeople were hurt or are just shaking. They're not used to this. They're sturdy folk for sure, but they are sturdy village folk, and they can do a hard day's labor, which is not what this is. Yeah, how as a group Are you guys responding with that or with 9? What are you doing? I'm going to give you guys some time to figure out how you're going to interface with these people.
We're like, the whole reason we were here in the first place is we were tracking glass.
Right.
So we were here to ask them if they had seen him, right? That's why we were here. We were on the hunt for Glassstaff.
Yeah,
I
well, we
believe the
misinterpreted what the wolves were telling us, and the wolves said that
We were just
danger
tracking
was.
what the wolves did.
I believe that Graja did ask the half-orc family about Glassstaff and like mentioned him by name, and they were kind of like they didn't know. I don't believe that they had any info or that they had seen someone like him, so they don't know at least.
We were talking to them mostly because we misunderstood the wolves and thought that Glassstaff might be with them because the wolves said enemies ahead.
Yeah,
They clearly meant the goblins and orcs.
Yeah, exactly.
Should have grilled them a little more, and by we I mean the only one who can talk to them.
George's gonna gather everyone like from the group. Be like, guys, I feel part of this whole thing. It's our fault. Like, we pissed them off, either in the caves or Droop said there were more goblins and orcs going also to the town, so they're probably the same people. How about we take the responsibility of taking care of these people tonight and make sure they can leave in the morning safely?
Yeah, I think you're right. Whimsy, you still on that cliff, Whimsy. Maybe do you want to maybe send the wolves to track down the horses and see if they can get them back here?
That might not be a great idea.
That's going to go the way you think that's going to go.
I mean, I'm not saying they go by themselves. I'm just saying maybe we can like send someone out with them and try and get the horses back here.
I feel like sending wolves, even with a person, the wolves are just going to spook the horses more.
True enough.
Wolves come near the horses at all, and the horses are going to break into a run.
Jard is right, though. We have to... I mean... Yeah, we need to look after them. Because, I mean, a bunch of them are hurt, and... are we just trouble? Are we just bad luck?
Goblins were doing this before, though. Like, we got ambushed by a similar setup before. This is what these goblins have been doing. This is what brought us into all this, is they started it.
Goblins are bad luck. No offense, Droop, not including you. Goblins are terrible. They're bad luck. It's not us. It's them. I promise. Not you, Droop, but them.
And Graja just nods, and then she looks over at 9 and definitely, like, sees this, like, really interesting looking armor and things, and she does kind of, like, narrow her eyes, like, with a little bit of suspicion.
Who are you? I saw you over there, but, I'm Graja.
He, 9 looks at her for a little bit. I am 9.
9?
You're really tall for your age.
Yes, my name is 9.
Well, thank you
Nice
for
to meet you.
helping out in the battle.
Nine just tries. He sits off in the back of the group a little bit, just trying to get the feel and see what their motives are. He's kind of leery, just at this point. I guess he would. I guess he would come up and basically ask, like, what business brought you to this place?
We've been
Where do
tracking
we
down an
even
evil
start?
wizard. It's a long story, but basically we ran into these people by mistake, and you know, saw them being attacked. Thought we'd jump in and try and help. Is that what you did? Are you here just by coincidence as well, or why are you here?
I heard word of trouble in this area. I've actually been staking out this camp for a couple of days. This is not the main area where individuals lie. There's
You're saying
another.
there's more orcs and goblins? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Uh-oh. It's probably not good. Whereabouts today?
And nine kind of, I guess nine, he kind of points in the direction of where the second camp would be.
And is that on the way to the village that these people are trying to get to?
From my understanding, a group left this area and headed to the second camp.
Hmm.
I think
Oh,
I would like to guess that they don't expect this party of orcs to be back maybe until the morning or later, late at night. So we probably have enough time to just rest tonight, send the people on their way early in the morning before they know something is wrong.
Wait, but if you were staking out the camp for a couple of days, do you know why they're trying to take these townspeople away?
at the moment, I don't. All I know is that I've seen orcs and men in red cloaks heading in that direction.
Hmm.
Okay.
And Graja kind of looks down and probably like kicks a rock or something, and she's like,
Glassstaff is probably far away now.
Whimsy. I know that the wolves are covered in blood, and that might be a bit difficult for them. Do you think they could pick up Glassstaff's trail again? I think we need to at least check that before we make any decisions about the other camp. I mean, I'm definitely saying we should stay here tonight and make sure that these people are protected in case anything happens. I think that's pretty much the least we could bloody do. But after that, I think we should really decide whether or not we need to go and deal with that other camp first.
Whimsy sort of nods and goes to have a word with the wolves. The wolves are all injured right now, though, so I don't know if they need a long rest before they can go out again, because one of them has like 3 hit points left.
Oh,
Nine
Yeah.
goes over to one of the wolves.
And if we're camping, then I could burn through the rest of my healing spells too.
Yeah, definitely do that.
That's exactly why I'm not going to do that.
Nice thing.
I know your reverse psychology.
So yeah,
Dart's
if we can
gonna-
get the wolves healed up, they might be willing to do that.
Yeah, nine goes over, looks at one of the wolves. Which one's hurt?
All of them, but the one that was hurt the most, I have named them all now in my notes.
perfect.
They do not have very wolfy names. So the big one is Kyle.
Awesome.
Kyle.
And then we've got Beryl, Ferdinand, and Gary.
Beautiful.
I'm applying those to the character templates right now. Barreled. Everybody can see these names, right? Barreled, Ferdinand.
I should not be allowed to name anything.
They're yours, so
They are showing up there, the names though.
What would Denny? What would Whimsy's children's names be? Like, damn.
Well,
Wolf names.
Freckle.
One, Whimsy would have asked the wolves their actual names. They're impossible to pronounce in common. And two, it's rude to call them by those names because then you're giving their names away. So he gives them nicknames.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'll kind of keep an eye on the time.
Love it. They as Nine comes over and sticks his hand out very carefully, cautiously, kind of letting them get his scent. Wolves are, especially these wolves who have also been so mistreated in their lives, get the scent and the understanding of another being who is trying to do what's right and trying to overcome the circumstances that they were raised to be, and are trying to kind of make amends in a way. And the biggest one, Kyle, kind of sits down on his haunches and watches very carefully, but allows Nine to come over to the one that's the most injured. And I assume you're going to do lay on hands?
Yeah. Lay on hands.
Okay.
So yeah, it is Gary who was the most injured.
It was Kyle who was the most injured?
Gary. Kyle
Gary.
only took 4 damage. Gary was the most injured.
Poor
Okay.
Gary.
Because you said it was the runt, not the...
Right.
The others all only got hit once. Gary got
Right.
hit twice.
No. And so the wolves get kind of healed up, and you see the other 3 come over and kind of lick him on his face and are just very gentle with him as they take a few. They probably need, as you're talking to them, Whimsy, they need about an hour just to kind of take some time, recover. Their bellies are very full, but they will do their best to try and pick up that scent again. Okay. So I will let everybody takes a short rest.
Okay.
So if you would like to use hit die, you can do that. So how hit die work is when you take a short rest, there is a certain amount of dice you can use to give yourself some extra hit points to refill your own hit pool. They refill after a long rest, only half of them come back. So if you use 6, 3 will come back after a long rest. So you would need like 2 nights sleep to get them, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And on D&D Beyond, I really like how they do hit dice because you can sit there and roll them so that you know how many you need to roll to get up to your max number, which is very handy. You just tick it off and then press the button and it'll roll. And you can tick off again and it only adds that many.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm 100% on how to do that.
So if you click the short rest button,
which is
at the top of your screen,
short rest. Okay.
And you can click, you can check how many. You should have 3 hit die.
Yep, 3. Yep.
So you could click 1 and it'll bring up 1d. I think you're 12 plus your Constitution modifier. You can roll that. If that doesn't take you up to max, you can click a second time and it still will do 1 more. And then it applies it all for you. They've done a very good job.
So I should just click 1 and then take short rest, or 1 and then click the box with the 1d12?
I would click one of the boxes, roll the 1d12.
Oh, okay.
Until you get close. And then if you need to tick another box until you get close to your max.
Okay, I'm good. I'm 1 away,
okay.
So I'll consider that basically.
Okay. And as kind of evening begins, the people have somewhat settled themselves and calmed themselves and are prepared that they do feel confident that you guys will protect them. The half-orc woman has taken some time with her brothers. They're sitting very tightly around a very small campfire, separated off from the rest of the villagers. And they are quietly whispering and murmuring to themselves. And you see the rest of the villagers kind of sit with their backs to the cliffs, trying to find like the most secure place as they all huddle together for what's going to be probably a night of pretty not great rest, but pretty fitful, unrestful sleep as they all wait. They share what meager rations they have. And after about an hour, the wolves start to go and see what they can find. And that's where we'll pick up next week, you guys.
I want to do one thing before we
Please
leave.
do.
And do I recognize the emblems being trained in religion, the emblems on Nine's armor?
Yeah, anybody who is proficient in religion can make a religion check.
Okay.
I'm proficient in everything, so.
Yeah, make your check.
You're a bard.
Yes, you are.
Oh no, it's a 7.
I don't think I rolled much better. Oh, never mind. It's a 19. I thought it was a 3 + 2, but no, it's 19.
Sangane?
5.
I'm going to be honest, even with a 5, everybody knows what this symbol is. This symbol is of kind of the arch deity of the pantheon. The symbol of Lathander is the main deity on the continent. He is a deity of life and of goodness, of agriculture. He is a deity that is well respected. Very, very few other religions ever have conflict with Lathander. Maybe a few of the very chaotic, very evil ones, Lolth, even Grumsh and Lathander can find some overlap. Lathander appeals to all and welcomes all. Seeing a paladin of Lathander is a bit unusual because paladins by nature are very kind of use force and violence to enact their purpose. And Lathander isn't overly known for that in my version of the Sword Coast. But you know, it's not entirely implausible, Denny, that there is a paladin of Lathander. You just have never personally come across one. 9, I'll get you to do one last roll before we end our game. Will you roll an insight check for me? Just to kind of see in this group, who are these people? Does 9 trust these people?
He is very trustworthy.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
Nothing to hide.
Trustworthy.
What? No.
To 15.
9, over the course of the evening, the different townspeople, like word gets around quickly that you are a paladin of Lathander, and they come over and they seek a blessing or a prayer. They seek some kind of good tiding on the rest of their journey to the town that they're heading to. You get some time to talk to the other people, with the exception of the cleric, who keeps, not like on purpose, keeps a whole lot of distance from you. You just never really get the chance.
Do over here doing something busy.
Mike, give me a deception check,
Oh, shit.
which you get with advantage when
yes,
you
I
are
get
trying
that
to
fancy
hide
advantage.
any connection to Tiamat.
Oh yeah, because this is the one that's sort of odd because it adds my charisma.
Yeah.
Okay, so lots crazy numbers. That's a, with my bonus, 26.
Dang.
The cleric is doing what clerics do. They are tending to the people. They are making food. like a good, almost like a Jesuit. They are out and about serving the people as they should. And so you never really he's really the only one who you don't get the chance to sit down and talk to over the course of the evening. Not all of this group are openly expressing themselves in the way that I imagine two of them are. A couple of them are more tight-lipped and quiet, reserved, much like yourself, Nine. But you do at least all exchange names and have an understanding. And we'll see next week where else we go with this. So what an excellent way to end. Oh, no, there is actually just one more thing that happens. You all level up.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited to choose new spells. Yeah.
Go ahead. Nine, you can level up as
I
well.
think I get do I get my extra attack now?
Do you get it at level 4?
You get a feat.
I think it's 5.
Now
okay,
that
fair-
I
that's
have
fine.
completely distracted and delighted my players, I'm going to try to get them to step away from
Right.
their character sheets long enough to exit themselves. So Mike, we'll start with you.
Hi, I'm Mike. Him. I was playing Sangane, the totally not a cleric of an evil deity that he knows of. He's not even knowing sure he's a cleric. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram and TikTok, and CDN Captain America on Twitter, where I do a lot of tweeting about D&D stuff. You can catch me here Sundays, 2 to 4 p.m. PST. Come on next week. Now I have an adversary/ally. It's great. And you can catch me Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. PST, in running my own D&D game of 5th edition Would-Be Heroes, wherein DM Sarah is going to suffer tremendous amounts of derision and whatever. Anyways, she is playing the cleric in my game, and it's just as much fun, but she has no idea yet. You can catch me in the Saturday Takeover, where Sarah the Barbarian and I are part of the Delve into Darkness crew, which is at 3 p.m. PST on Saturdays. And I am guesting on occasion in the Changeling game on this very same channel, which is at Wednesdays at 3:30 PST. I think that's it.
Wonderful. And above Mike is Nikki. Nikki, I have to say this. I forget that your horns aren't real. And so occasionally tonight you would like take them off and scratch underneath them. And I was like, what the heck? It threw me tonight several times.
The elastic is like really tight. So every once in a while my headache will be like, no, you got to move these now. But actually, no, they are real. I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, everybody. Nikki here playing Denny tonight. You can find me on Instagram for the most part at I'm Poppy Fields. Also a link to this stupid cat's Instagram as well, if you care about cats whatsoever. And I just want to say happy Hanukkah to everybody. Tomorrow's the last night of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah.
Fantastic. Sarah Prime.
Hey, my name is Sarah. I played Graja, the half-orc barbarian. You can find me on Twitter at MC Diabetes. I'm a creative partner at Martlet Games. As Mike said, you can find me here on Vancouver on Saturday as part of the Vampire Takeover in that Delve into Darkness Vampire the Masquerade game. Lots of fun there. Really getting into some action-packed sessions if that's your thing. We're just kind of in this December as the holidays rolling around. A lot of the Martlet shows are on hiatus as we do more production. We get more stuff ready for the coming year. So you can see all of those series going forward in 2022, basically. Tomorrow, though, you can catch the finale of our 10 Candles science fiction anthology called Terminal Black. So you don't actually have to know what happened in the other episodes. They're all standalone. But if you've never seen 10 Candles, it's a little bit of a different take on that. So that's on the Martlet Games channel at, I believe, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, just follow the Martlet Games and my MC Diabetes Twitter for all the production news. And so happy to be here again with this crew. And welcome to 9. And I'll see you next time.
Lovely. And over to the right is Naja.
Hi everyone, I'm Najra. I am play Jart, the monk. I'm a professional cosmaker and custom wedding gowns designer. So if you need a cosplay or a theme wedding gown, shoot me a message and see you next Sunday. And welcome Nine. Like I'm it's a very interesting character.
He hadn't even taken off his mask, his helmet yet. You
Yeah,
guys don't even know. You guys don't even know, man.
Yeah,
You don't even
yeah.
know. I love it. I love
yeah.
it. Amanda.
I'm Amanda. I play Whimsy, the Tiefling Warlock. I don't do much of interest, but I'm balderdashing on Instagram and TikTok. And lately I've been making dumb TikToks as various D&D characters of mine, past and current, which mostly only amuses me. So
It amuses me greatly. I love seeing them.
Same.
They're good. They're good. I
They're
enjoy
so
them.
good. You're doing great works there. Finally, Sean.
Hey, I'm Sean. I'm your party crasher paladin. Yes, it's gonna be fun. That was interesting. My second time playing.
We love it, and we love to
Yeah.
have you with us. I have been the dungeon mistress tonight. I changed my title on a thing. I have been the dungeon mistress tonight. My name is Sarah. You can catch me here DMing Sundays at 2 and then playing for Mike Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific. I've got some other things going on. And if you are a streamer or even you have a home game and you're looking to get some stuff made, I'm just doing a bunch of stuff for free right now because I just have time, which you can ask my players, I never have time. And so I'm just going to do a bunch of stuff for free. So if you're looking for ads, promotional materials, logos, whatever, hit me up on Twitter at @smooreAD. And that's where you can find me. Until next week, who are we rating?
Today we are going to raid into Rock Punch ATL, where we had a guest on our Vampire the Masquerade Vancouver adjacent by night over on Level Up TTV. He played a very cool elder vampire there, so we're raiding into his D&D game at Rock Punch ATL. So please stick around for the raid, show them some love, give them a follow.
And our raid call is going to be the Contagious Rage. So when you get over there, you're going to type in the Contagious Rage when you get over there. Say hi to them for us. We will see you next week. Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Happy Hanukkah. Bye.